Hello, welcome everyone. I'm Debbie. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to make some banana pudding, and I'm actually going to do it from start to finish so you can see just how easy it is to prepare. So first you're going to need a bowl and a measuring cup. And I got whole milk, but you could use whatever milk you like. And pretty much I'm just going to follow this box recipe, but I usually make it, just layer it how I like it, how much I like, but I was looking at the box and it has a recipe on there, so what I'm going to do is, sorry, it sounds like there's a trash truck out there, is put in 2.5 cups of milk. And I actually have a large box of Jello pudding, which is 5.1 ounces. Hang on, I'm going to have to close this door. Wow, are you kidding me? Okay, here we go. So I don't know if you heard me, but it's a large box of vanilla, the vanilla instant pudding. And let me just look at the clock so we can see how long this takes. We're just going to put that in. I've tried doing this with the banana pudding, and for some reason it just doesn't work the same. But so get the vanilla. So then this just has to be stirred for a couple of minutes. Let's get rid of that. And then you're supposed to let this sit about 5 minutes, but by the time we cut up our bananas and put in our Cool Whip, it'll be approximately that time. So I'm making a double batch, so I have a 16-ounce thing of Cool Whip, but you need an 8-ounce thing of Cool Whip. You need about a half a box of the vanilla wafers, and like 3 bananas, or if you like more. And then the 2.5 cups of milk, and 1 box of the pudding. And I'm making a double batch, so I'm just going to do the 1 batch right now to show you. But I'm making some for my kids who love this, and a neighbor down the street, Christo, who was requesting this, so I decided I would make it. So this is pretty much done, and then it just has to set up a little. I usually put mine in the fridge so it sets up faster. But you can see how thick it's starting to get. And then I have, you can use a 2 or 3 quart baking dish. Oh, you don't bake it, you just put it in the fridge, but it's called a baking dish, I guess. Oh, this one's making me nervous. So, okay, there we go. Look how thick that is. So, we're in good shape. And I am going to stick it, I guess, in the fridge. Just for a minute, because it says it needs to sit for 5 minutes, but I'll probably only do it a couple minutes. So then in your Pyrex dish, or whatever dish you have, you start by layering it with the vanilla wafers. And usually I get all this stuff prepped in advance, but today I didn't, just so we could see how long it actually takes from start to finish without prepping everything in advance. Okay, so you just want to layer the bottom. And I say the more the merrier. I don't really count. I noticed the box says about 30, 15 on the bottom, 15 on the next layer, but I don't really count those. And then we're going to use probably 2 bananas on this layer and 2 bananas on the next layer. Oh, and take your whipped cream out in advance so it's a little thawed. It helps the process. Okay. Let's cut these babies up. I like to do mine kind of thick so I can taste the banana. And get rid of those stringy things. If you can, because that one wants to stay with me. Okay, so then we're just going to put these in all over. This is going to be so yummy. And try to flatten them. I mean, they don't have to be perfect, but... So that's 2 bananas on the bottom. Okay, so now, let me wipe my hands. We'll open up the whipped cream. Goodness, it's going to open easy. That's a miracle. And then you just want to probably give this a stir. Mine's still a little frozen, but just give it a stir. It helps soften it up a little, yeah. Oh my goodness, that's good. And my doggy, he's being so good. He's not making a sound because he doesn't want to go in the crate. Good boy. Okay, now look at how much that's thickened up. Just since whatever long it took us. I don't even know. And I'm not sure. Let's see if we should mix the Puddin Wafers. You could mix some of the whipped cream right in this pudding, but I'm not going to do that. But you could do that. So let's put a layer. Oh, maybe, yeah. Let's put a layer in. Oh my goodness. It looks good. Maybe I should just do one big one instead of one big one and one small one. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I knew I should have did that in the first place. Okay, hang on. We got a 911 emergency here. We got to double this up. Because I knew that wasn't going to be enough. I kept saying, well, I'll just have extra left over and I'll put it in this little dish. But we've got to do this. And that's what cooking's all about. Being able to improvise, make changes. And nothing is like set in stone. You don't have to, everything doesn't have to work out just perfect. Just has to taste good, that's all. And how can you go wrong? This is definitely gonna taste good. Yeah, I should have made this over the holiday weekend. We just got done with 4th of July weekend. So, but I had all these bananas, and I just thought, look at that, I'll make some. Okay, let's try this again. We'll stick that in the fridge just for a minute so it can get thickened up. Because, yeah, look at that. That's hardly even enough to be considered a layer, if you can see that. So, I don't know what we're going to do. Twiddle our thumbs for a couple of minutes. Yeah. Okay, but you guys get the idea. So that's going to be the first layer. So while we're waiting for that other to get done, let's cut up the rest of our bananas. So that'll give us a minute to let it set. And I like a lot of bananas. So, for this recipe, we're using 4 bananas. I'm not sure how much whipped cream yet, but 2 boxes of the mix, but I don't think we're going to use 2 whole boxes. But you could always just do the pudding in a couple little containers and have them for another day or another recipe. Alright, we don't got time to wait, so let's see how it's doing. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow. They weren't joking when they said instant pudding. Okay, let's put another bit in there. There, that's perfect. Okay. Okay. There we go. We're probably going to use almost the whole box. And you got to buy a whole box anyway, so might as well use them up or save them for some of them for the kids or the grandkids, whatever's left over. I like to have a lot of layers of pudding. I don't like it to be a real thin layer, so instead of making two, I'm making one big one. I don't know how to do things small. I'm used to making big things. Big things when I cook. Alright, that looks good. Pat them down a little. Add those bananas on top. And we might overflow a little. But that's okay too. Because look at that. I better push that all down a little bit. Okay, so now we need the rest of our pudding. Look at that. Oh my goodness. And just spread it out kind of nice, because now this is going to be our serving vessel as well. So we want it to look very pretty. Can you see those layers in there? OMG. And now we're going to put a layer of whipped cream on top. I'm trying not to get the frozen part. The center's a little frozen still. And the more the merrier for this too. So we're probably using 3/4 of this 16-ounce container. And let me just clean this off with my fingers. I shouldn't be saying that because this is for company. But I have clean hands and I washed them before I started. Alright, I guess it's a little frozen in there, but look at that. So there is a little frozen chunk in there, but oh, okay, it's settling down now. So don't do what I do, do what I tell you. Take it out and let it thaw. I actually just got back from the grocery store, so I figured it was almost on the verge of probably too soft because, you know, it's warm and the humidity out there today. So look at that. And then, of course, you could put a few more vanilla wafers on top just so everyone knows what it is, which I don't really think anyone in the world would not know what this is. And you can put bananas on the top too. I don't like to do it because they start to turn a little brown, but you can, and that's completely up to you, but I definitely don't like to because they start to turn brown. So that took us about, I don't know, less than 15 minutes to make a beautiful dessert for a picnic, a holiday. And like I said, I'm going to share this one with my neighbor and bring my boys down some. And thanks for watching. Give this one a try. It's so easy. Subscribe to my channel. Click the like button. And thanks for joining me today. Be blessed. And this can't be any easier. Look at that. Look at those layers. All right. Thanks for joining me.